Hello and welcome back. My name is Agnes, and I have been away for quite a few months. I went through the biggest transformation of the last 22 years of me being on my spiritual journey and awakening and healing. It was so intense. I know so many of you also felt this, all my friends, my clients, everybody's going through amazing transformations, especially in my case, since last December. That's when the big shift happened. And I finally understood what does it actually mean your 3D is only a reflection of who you are. Like, oh my God, it took me an eternity to actually not just understand on a mental level, but actually experience this on a daily basis. And now that I was able to make it a reality, to experience it as a reality, I'm able to help others to also do this in a matter of days. Lately, it's just like 4 days, a week. Oh my God, it's just so crazy. But it was driving me crazy. Like, I know you've also heard this, like, your reality is just a reflection of who you are. Your life is just mirroring your state of being, or who you believe you are, or your I am. And it's like, yeah, but what does it even mean? Like, what does it mean? And so how can I have what I want then? Right? How can I feel joyful, free, abundant? How can I have the relationship I desire, the job, the money, the business, the whatever experience I desire? Like, how does that help me? So here I go, trying to put everything that I've learned in these many, many years, like 22 years of in my own spiritual and healing journey, and then 9 years working with so many of light workers, like talking about thousands of light workers, and I was certified in 15 different methods and techniques, from past life regression to working with ancestors to healing trauma to reprogramming subconscious mind to releasing trapped emotions, like you name it. Akashic reading, I mean, really, like million different things, because I really wanted to understand all perspectives, all points of view. And I became then a channel, a psychic. So I really tried to see it from every angle, because I wanted to understand what is the fastest way, the shortcut, let's say, in somebody understanding how the heck they are creating their reality, and what is the fastest way to actually change their reality. But no controlling, no manipulation, to actually understanding how it's working, understanding the laws that are controlling, or the laws is not a word controlling, but the laws that are governing our reality. So my question is, what's the shortcut to stop suffering, to stop the pain, and start actually living what and how we meant this life? And this is what I'm going to explain to you, the biggest aha moment of my entire journey, which happened basically the last few months. And I'm going to like crash everything in this one, trying to do this in one video. So okay, so what does it actually mean that you create your own reality? It means that you are the source, and our reality is based on a mirror principle. So let's say that you are here, your mind, let's say, your conscious and subconscious mind. So even the things that you are not aware that you believe, that is, let's say, your entirely, where we say who you are, right? So your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your self-concept, is who you are. And then you have here a mirror, right? And then you see a reflection of who you are in your 3D reality. So your 3D reality it's not outside of you. It's not that you are ever separate from everything that's surrounding you, but it's very important that you have a filter on top of your true self. So you are creating and experiencing reality based on that filter. So if the filter is I'm not enough, or I don't matter, or I am not loved, basically these are the filters that everybody is playing with, that everybody has accepted and picked one from the collective, right? You picked one of these filters from the collective, and then you are working yourself through it. You are becoming aware, you are alchemizing, you are transforming, you are experiencing it, and then liberating yourself, and then liberating the collective as well at the same time, and also all the parallel lives as well, going through the same transformation that you in this life is going through. So this is a big thing that we are doing here. So your 3D is, and let me just kind of back up a little bit. I'm going to bring here an example of a client. I think that's the best way that you will understand. So this client of mine, we just had our second session, and I just had today her entire testimony of just the last, it's not even 2 weeks. We had our second session, right? So first week, second week, we had a second session, and then she just sent me her testimonial, and my mind is absolutely blown away. Her mind is absolutely blown away of what's possible, and how fast your 3D reality starts reflecting when you change who you are. Basically, when you let go of that filter, of that, we can say, belief, but it's not the belief, it's actually the pain of the belief. So it's not the belief of not enoughness, which I used to believe and then try to reprogram basically. And I did reprogram like 2000 or more subconscious beliefs, but nothing changed. Now I know why it didn't change. So it's not the belief, it's the pain behind the belief. And it's not even the belief, it's the pain behind the experience, behind that experience that I call the core wound. That if that core wound, that filter is integrated, that shadow, that's what I call a shadow, that shadow is integrated, you are free, you become whole and complete. So going back to the example of my client, what happened with her, that she just met a few weeks ago her soulmate, and everything was magical, and everything felt so like, oh my God, they both felt this is it, this is the person I've been looking for and waiting for. And then very, very soon after the magical, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, they got triggered into their own shadow, right? My client had the shadow, I don't matter, and I'm not loved. And the partner had the fear of abandonment and rejection, actually the same pain of I don't matter, I'm not important, I am not loved. I mean, it's always the same thing, really. It always comes down to the same thing, that I'm not loved, I don't matter, no matter from where you start. So they were both triggered into each other's pain. And so of course what happens is, normally and usually, and everybody does that, right? From this beautiful connection, everybody goes back into their cave because they don't want more pain. And people say, well, like this is not happiness. This is not, I don't want this because this is very, very painful. So they broke up. Now that's when my client came to me and she said, I just want to get rid of this unworthiness because I've been struggling my entire life with money and my unworthiness. So basically, my money and my financial reality, and also my relationships. So I feel like this is the pattern that I've been working on for many, many, many years. Done so much inner work, but it was better. But then again, went back to the same old thing. Now, what we did, and I said to her, right, so if you have this shadow of I don't matter, that's the filter that you are going to experience your reality from. Everything in your reality is going to show you the exact same truth, because that's what you hold as you being you, right? That's your self concept in one sentence. So all your relationships are going to be created from this perspective, your relationship with others, with men, with women, with money, with the body, with your job, with your clients. It cannot be other way, because your 3D is a reflection of who you are. And then you say, I don't matter, I am unloved or not lovable. Well, that's your self-concept, and it's just, this is how reality is created, through your awareness. But if your awareness is this filter, then that's how you're going to decode reality, because there's everything is out here around us, it's all continuously present, but the way you're going to experience it is very unique to your own filter. So even your relationship with the divine, or your relationship with God or the universe, or whatever you want to call, is filtered through not enoughness, or I'm not lovable, or I don't deserve to have what I want. Everything in your reality is filtered by that one core wound. So she came to me and I said to her, okay, let's get rid of this one core wound, and then your reality will change accordingly in an instant, because there is no time. When the filter is gone, everything already rearranges itself. You kind of quantum jump, or timelines, or whatever you call it. There's so many beautiful mystical words out there. None of that really matter, because you will understand that that shadow, when it's integrated, there is no more duality. There's nothing you are working against. There's nothing you want to escape anymore. There's nothing anymore you want to run away from. There's nothing that you want to distract yourself from, because the pain that 99.9% of the people on this globe are experiencing, and have been experiencing since they were born, is that pain of either I'm not enough, I'm not lovable, I don't matter. That's the shadow, that's the collective shadow you came here to integrate. Not get rid of, not dissolve, not delete, not reprogram, integrate. That's the worst thing they like. That's the last thing we really want to do, to actually feel it, embrace it, integrate it. And that's when it's 100% gone. And then what happens when that is gone, that's integrated, all of a sudden your reality, your 3D, that it's not separate from you, because your filter is gone, you all of a sudden your whole entire reality changes automatically. You don't have to do anything to feel whole and complete, because you are whole and complete. You always were whole and complete, but the filter was the illusion. That's why you couldn't feel it. So when the filter is gone, you already feel like that without you needing to do anything. And that's what happened for her in 4 days. And I know this sounds like crazy, and I don't even expect anyone to even believe this, because if somebody had told me this 6 months ago, I would have said, like, give it to me. Like, I don't know, I pay all the money in the world. Just please tell me how. Like, oh, just take me, do this, help me, show me. But most probably because this is who I and how I work, but I absolutely can accept that people are absolutely skeptical, because it sounds crazy and sounds impossible, but it's not impossible. It can be replicated again and again, and I'm doing this every day, replicating this, and it's the same exact same result. So it is not a magic thing. It doesn't matter like how long have you been on your journey, how much things have you done, how much work you have done. If there is that things you still feel that you are not free, you still don't feel whole and complete, you don't still feel worthy like heck, if you still feel like something is standing in your way, you're still experiencing pain, fear, worry, discomfort, it's still the illusion on top of who you truly are. And beautifully, now in the second session, I was just so, oh my God. And I'm going to read what she just sent to me. If you don't want to listen, it's fine. But I feel like I want to share, because I need to share this. I need to shout this into the ether, into the YouTube ether, because I know these are frequencies and I want them to be out there. So the best part of her and just few words that she just, it's quite long, so I'm not going to read everything, but she just said, Agnes was able to help me get to the root of all this, and in just a matter of days, I was feeling clear, empowered, peaceful, happy, and fully grounded in myself. My whole experience of myself shifted, and my outer world has started to reflect this back to me. My soulmate came back into my life after we had broken up, declaring his love and commitment to me. Now, to a person, right, a person who never felt loved and felt she doesn't matter. And we have reconnected in the most wonderful way. He is also a new version of himself. Of course he is, because, you know, the moment that my client took off the filter and she claimed and she remembered who she truly are, from that version of herself, she reconnected to another version of him as well. I'm not going to go into explaining this right now, but maybe in another video. She says, my mind is blown away at how my reality is showing up now, that I'm showing up as this fully embodied version of myself. She was telling me like 30 minutes explaining all the things that shifted on day 5. So until day 4, she was doing the process, and the day 5, everything started reflecting back the new version of herself. Things that never happened before. People were asking her, what did you do? Something has changed. This soulmate who they broke up with called her after, actually they said they're never going to talk, calling her back saying, this is very painful, but I'm ready to do this. Like, I don't want to run away anymore from this. I'm ready to go through hell and to finally be liberated. And they called each other up, and he said, what did you do? Like, you just feel so different than we talked last time. And then the mother sent her a message, a text message, just on the 5th day, asking her how is she doing. She said to me, never happened in my entire life. I was the good girl. I was the girl who was always calling, always calling, always calling, feeling responsible that I need to call as the child, the good girl. But when I became whole and complete, I felt this obsession was gone. This proving was gone. The pleasing was gone. And then the moment it was gone, the mother reached out. And she, for the first time ever, asked, how are you doing? I'm thinking about you. Just that alone, she didn't have to do anything. And that is what it means that your 3D reality is a reflection of who you are. Because if that pattern is who you believe you are, you cannot see anything else but that. You cannot experience anything else but that. Always again and again looping with every freaking character of our lives, with everybody from the boss to the child to the husband to whoever is going to keep showing you the pattern, keep triggering you in the same core pain. But that's only one pain. When that's gone, everything rearranges itself, and it's tangible. You can see this around you, and it's again and again and again. Like I'm keep getting so many messages because we also had a group where we were doing this as an entire group, and everybody is experiencing the same thing in the same amount of time. So this is possible right now, and I'm just so excited. I really wanted to do a video for you. Ask me any question you desire. I'm also preparing to do another group where Michael triggerless. So that shadow to help you integrate that shadow. So manifestation is not a thing anymore, because when you understand that your 3D is a reflection of who you are, there's nothing outside of you. So that you don't have to go and get something that you believe you want or need in order to make you feel the way you want to feel, because the make you feeling the way you want to feel, that's going to be reflected in your 3D automatically effortlessly. So when you become whole and complete and lovable and amazing, all your possible, you will feel that you are limitless. And then that's going to be reflected in your 3D reality in ways that you can't even imagine. So we go away from trying to manifest something in particular, trying to make it happen, visualizing it, doing all the techniques and methods, because let's be honest, you only want that because right now you feel the opposite and believe that if you get it, you will feel better. But everybody knows it's not true. Like I've manifested so many things and it made me happy for a day, for a week. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we just go back to the same old disappointment, the same old lack, the same old sadness, the same old emptiness. And then you are next, like, okay, what's next? What's the next thing I need to achieve, manifest, bring into my life, conquer, so I feel again a little bit better? That's the obsession out there right now. So thank you so much. As I said, just drop your comment below if you have any questions. I'm so happy to go and always go back and answer your questions. Because I know this helps you, and as well it inspires me to go and create more videos, because I see what actually what is the thing that you want to know more about, and that's the best way I can create videos when I am answering your questions. So keep looking out for the videos coming up, because as I said, I'm going to create a group journey again, probably 2 weeks long. So it's not a very long journey right now, because you can create magic and miracles like crazy in 2 weeks as well. And this is my only right now goal, is to help you shed and integrate your shadow. So see you soon. Bye.